Hey there, and welcome back to the VEX IQ Guide. In today's video, we're going to be going over how to make multiple things happen simultaneously in a VEX IQ autonomous program. Without using this strategy, it can be quite difficult because the VEX IQ program waits for the entire function to finish before starting the next block. So, by using this strategy that we're going over today, you'll be able to do it easily. Let's dive right in. Let's take a look at a sample code. Firstly, it'll just drive forward for 20 inches just like a regular standard code would. Then we're going to be using a special method using broadcasting. We go down to the logic tab and we use the block broadcast my event and we drag that over. Now, broadcasting events is one of the best strategies you can use when you want multiple things to happen simultaneously, and I'm going to show you why. Firstly, we're going to rename our event. For here, it's just going to be moving the arm up. So I'm just going to name it arm up, like using an underscore as well, just because it doesn't like to have any spaces. Now the thing is that the code doesn't actually know what broadcast arm up does. Therefore, we also have to drag the block when I receive arm up into our code. Then we can go back to the motion tab and we can use the simple method rotate arm for 90 degrees. Now what this will do is the code will go from drive forward to 20 inches to broadcasting the arm up. And then it goes to over to your receive arm up block and it'll simply run your spin arm block. Now, all this really did was just tell your code to spin the arm forward after you drove forward, which at first seems pretty useless because you could have just done that without the extra steps. However, it all comes into play after we use this next part, where we're just going to spin our intake forward. Now, the reason that this is so crucial is because if you didn't use any of the broadcasting events, it simply would have gone from driving forward, then to spinning your arm forward, and it would have waited for your entire arm to spin forward before it spun your intake. However, when we use these broadcasting events, it'll spin the arm forward while also spinning the intake forward, allowing you to do multiple things simultaneously. One essential tip I'm going to give you is when you're using events, make sure you have the broadcast go before the other thing you want to happen when you want them to happen at the same time. For example, if I want my claw to open and my intake to spin, I need to have my broadcast before my intake spin. That way, we're going to see that the code will see the message and it'll execute it and then do that at the same time as spinning the intake. You can even use as many events as you like. As you can see here, we have two events, claw open and arm up. What this does is it allows you to do multiple things in multiple different places. So the way that this code will execute is you drive forward for 20 inches, then it spins the arm forward. And then once it's done that, it broadcasts claw open, which will then happen at the same time as driving forward for 10 inches, and then after that's done, we broadcast arm up. It's simply just to show you that we can use multiple events in the same line of code. Now you know exactly how to make multiple things happen at once in your VEX IQ autonomous program. And as always, if you found this video helpful, consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel for more content just like this. I'll see you in the next one.